are the Crochet Crowd.
Just a swinging.
Shopping.
Oh, yes. Loose ends with Mikey.
Yummy. Okay, make sure you leave your trash at the front.
Oh my gosh, hello there. Welcome to another Loose Ends with Mikey at a very strange time, 11 a.m. Eastern, noon our time. And Maria, who is in the UK, what is it? It's like 4 o'clock there right now.
Yeah, it's 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock in the afternoon.
In the afternoon, yeah.
Yeah, so we're really happy that we were able to have you join us. And yes, again from the UK, yay, on a special day because Michael and I are heading your way later today.
Further north, but yeah.
Well, sort of. Well, a little more north than you, but it's all good. So you are our first guest on Loose Ends that's actually from the UK. So there's a lot of pressure here.
Oh, God.
And we've had some technical difficulties. I'm just going to let everybody else know that on our end here, not on Maria's, on our end. So I don't have all of Maria's fun crochet stuff all lined up and ready to go. So I'll be doing that a little bit behind the scenes as you guys are talking and getting to know everyone. So welcome. I'm so glad so many people are starting to log in at such an unusual time for us.
Yeah, sorry, I messed up your schedule.
Oh no.
I prefer doing it in the mornings anyway.
Oh really? Okay,
yeah,
that's
I
good.
work all day. I'm tired by the evening, so
we keep them up.
I am not minding at all. Just so you know.
But it's also too, though, Maria, is because our flight is this evening. We would not have been able to broadcast at our normal time anyway. So this worked out really lovely that we get an opportunity to chat with you. I'm looking forward to hearing a little bit about what you're doing out in the UK and how you found the Crochet Crowd and Michael, of course. And and the scene over there in the UK. So I'm gonna pop off here and Maria, Mikey.
Maria, so
Maria.
thank you so much for joining me this afternoon.
You're welcome.
How's the
lovely to meet you. How's the weather?
Yeah.
It is sunshine and showers, I would say, today.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I haven't been to the UK since I was 13. So my family's actually from the UK. So whereabouts are you there?
I'm in Coventry, which is right in the middle. So very Midlands.
The Midlands. So my family is actually from Bristol. And then
so that's like the South Coast.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up near London and then moved up here 25 odd years ago.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what's the crochet scene out in the UK? I don't see many UK in our community. They're there, but I don't really see too many people. So what's the scene like that for crochet?
I think we're lurkers because that would be me. I don't really say anything. I don't really put my projects on, but I'm kind of like liking the things and I'm liking the pictures, but I don't tend to put my stuff on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a big scene. I was saying to Karen on the pre-interview thing that I go to about 6 knit and crochet groups a week.
You go to 6?
Yeah, so I'm out 2 on a Thursday. Yeah. So there's one on so if I go to one in a Salvation Army, then there's another one in a theatre foyer, then there's 2 in a pub, in the same pub, on 2 nights. Lots of different places and lots of different places all around the city. And I take my little push bike and I cycle around the city with my crochet in my bag.
That is so exciting. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I never knew there was
a scene, I think, than people realise. And I think a lot of people, they're looking for groups because I get a lot of people who turn up and they kind of, if they see you in public, they're like, oh, what are you doing? Be like, well, yeah, come sit down, grab a chair, join us. They're like, oh, fantastic. I never knew that this was on. And I'll be like, oh, there's this one and this one and this one. You know, you can go to loads. You could be out. I could be out a lot more than I am even now. I don't go to all of them.
So is it the same people jumping around to all 6 or you're just
few the same people that are jumping around to all 6, but there's mostly a different crowd. Like the pub crowd is younger. The one at the Salvation Army tends to be older. The Belgrade Theatre, which is our local theatre, is mixture of people between their sort of, I think the youngest one is in their, probably me, like late 40s, and the oldest one is probably about 90. So
Wow.
yeah, a whole mixture of sort of ages.
So Diana has a question for us, for you, pretty much, Maria. It's like, how do you get people to show up to stuff like that? Because I know it took a while for our local group to kind of pick up momentum before we got our regular people starting to cycle. What does it take?
To get people to keep coming back? Just be nice. Don't be judging. Yeah. Don't kind of say, oh, because I've had it when I first started at groups, because I also run a few of the groups as well. I sort of ended up sort of doing the admin-y type stuff for them. And a lot of when I first started, they were like, oh, you crochet, you don't knit. Ooh. Oh, you crochet with acrylic. Ooh. So, and I was like, okay. And I wasn't made to feel that welcome. So I think so long as you're welcoming, and you're like, whatever you're making, whatever you're doing, whether it's like, we've got people who do colouring in, we've got people who do beads, we've got people who do a bit of painting, you know, we don't really mind too much. So I think so long as you're inclusive and welcoming.
Yeah, I agree. Like at our local group, if they're knitting, crochet, we don't care.
No.
We've had people do diamond art, cross stitch.
Yeah.
I think as long as you're creative and you're contributing to the fun of the group, I think that's fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't tolerate people sort of saying, you know, we had a lady who was special needs, and one of the other ladies at the group was kind of like being quite mean to her, but kind of under the radar mean to her because she didn't pick it up. Yep. And I was like, I took her aside and was like, no, we're not having that.
So you were like the police officer of the group, or
kind of, but in a nice way.
So Maria, you recognize then somebody is kind of mentally in trouble in the group, so you wanted to call that out quietly, privately to adjust.
I'm not going to shout across the table and say, look, you can't do that.
Did she stay with the group, or did she make an exit?
She came back a couple of times after, but she didn't stay long term.
Maybe, and you know, maybe that's a good thing. We have this the thing in the craft industry is like when they do craft shows, it's like, I lost a customer. Well, really, did you really, like, was that woman really going to be part of that group in a wholesome way, or is it going to be really negative?
Yeah. Right? The other thing I don't go to, so there's a couple of craft groups that are in yarn shops, and I don't tend to go to those because I went to a couple, and I kind of, as lovely as they are, you feel like you need to buy stuff, and I don't always have the money or the want to need stuff every single week.
For sure.
So a lot of ours, like we've got a couple in the library. I've got one in the local library and one in the library in the city centre, which are great. You know, there's no pressure. You can bring a flask with your teas and coffees and whatever you want in it. And there's, you know, so monetarily, you don't need to pay anything.
So
people are struggling with.
Is there an expectation to purchase, or you just feel that within yourself?
I feel it mostly within myself. And also when you see other people in the group buying stuff and you're like, well, I don't really need anything, but I feel like I should buy something because I'm sitting here, I'm using their electrics and using their seats and taking up space. So I feel like I should buy something.
Yeah.
But I don't always need it, and I don't always want it, and don't always have the money for it.
Exactly. So what kind of dollars are we, like, tell us about, one of the things that I struggle with is that, from what I do here from the UK, is that our yarn pricing here is very different than yours. So what are you looking at monetarily wise for a ball of yarn, and what kind of yarn?
So if you bought, like, so probably Stylecraft is the most well known, which is acrylic. Okay. And you're probably looking at about £1.80 to £1.90 a ball, £1.80 to £1.90 a ball. That's 100 grams of double knit acrylic. Okay.
How many 100 grams you said?
For 100 grams. Actually, this, you see this blanket behind me? That's Stylecraft acrylic.
Oh, well, that looks fine. That's like the yarn I like. So that's only $2.58 American dollars. Like, and what would that be in Canadian? That would be, I'm trying to figure out my conversion for when I'm there.
Oh, are you looking at buying yarn over there? There's some beautiful, like, natural fibers. Shetland yarn. Yes, go for that.
So that's $4 Canadian.
Okay.
So it's obvious. Oh yeah, look at Karen. So so obviously it pays for Americans to go on over there. It's a lot cheaper for Americans than Canadians. That's interesting.
I don't know how much you could get back, like, on baggage allowance. I don't know whether you'd be stung on how much you can carry back on the plane.
We can carry up to $800 Canadian on the way back.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, so you should be able to get a fair amount.
well, sweetie, I don't need. Well, you know what? Actually, the shipping from the UK to Canada is so incredibly quick.
Okay.
I was actually shopping from Woolcraft, I think it's called. Is it Woolcraft?
Yeah, Warcraft. Yeah.
Like a great online site, and my God, I had a book within 3 days. I was shocked.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Do you get Wool Warehouse in Canada?
Wool Warehouse, no.
No.
But the pricing is excellent, and the shipping is phenomenal, and the service has been excellent every time I've done it. So
Okay.
I don't
Good.
have anything. I do miniatures, as you may know. So most of my miniatures come from Melanie's, which is in the UK, and again, really quick shipping.
Yeah.
Nice pricing, really great.
Good.
So, so how much yarn would somebody like you have? Like, do you have enough to fill a store, or what's your yarn addiction?
Maybe a small store. There's a yarn warehouse down the road from me in a place called Leicester, and they have a monthly open, like an open weekend, where instead of doing it to say trade, they open it to the public.
Yeah.
So you can go in and you can buy. So they do it in bags. You can't buy individual balls. So it's all mostly acrylic or cotton, or they had a bit of alpaca, and they had Red Heart. They get a lot of American stuff as well.
Oh, good.
So they had Red Heart because we can't really get Red Heart. It's a bit tricky to get hold of in the UK.
I know. It's I think hopefully they're expanding to the UK in a more diverse way in the future. It all depends on how things are moving around in the globe right now. It's just kind of a nightmare. But so who are you crocheting for? Is it for yourself or?
No, I do a lot of stuff for charity. So I crochet for our local hospital. We do. I don't know if Karen has the photos up yet, so I will show you one.
No, she doesn't. She's struggling. So
hasn't got his.
I'm struggling. I don't know what was going on. There was a whole thing on that. I can maybe bring up a couple of things, but anytime I've gone back in to get it, something funky happens on the screen. So I'm thinking I should just stay away from that so we can all hear you. Okay. Yeah. If I see it and I recognize it's something that I've downloaded already, I'll throw it up.
Right.
Perfect. So you're crocheting for the hospital. So what do you make?
Yeah. So I make these they're called bonding squares. So you just make literally a solid square, 4 inches, and you make 2 of them.
What are they called?
Bonding squares.
What is that?
So I didn't know what that was either when I was first asked to do them. So they are in special care when the babies are in the incubator. You can't touch them. So you can't touch the babies, obviously, as a parent. So you still want to bond with your child, but you can't. So you give one to mum and one to baby, and they swap and they can kind of get each other's scent. And then when the baby is well enough to come out of the incubator, they're like, oh, I know this smell. I know this person. This is mum.
Oh my God. Don't they do that with pets?
Yeah, probably.
That's bonding squares. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking,
did I say it weird? Sorry.
Oh, your accent is just fun. I love it. No, that I've never heard of that.
No, I hadn't either. So I went to the hospital and I sort of said, what do you need, kind of thing. And they said bonding squares. So I make bonding squares, blankets, and little preemie hats. And then
sorry, is it just one square or is it like
2? See, they come in a pair. So one for mum, one for baby.
Oh my God. You know how quick that is to make?
Yeah,
That's
super quick.
Perfect charity item.
Yeah, they're really handy. And also it's a great project to take to groups with you because you only need a tiny little bag.
Wow. Now, for those that are joining us live today, like, have you ever heard of that before? Do they do that in Canada and the US? I've never heard of that. Not that I have kids or anything, but that's neat.
Well, I've got a 22-year-old and I still make them, so it's fine.
So he still knows your scent after 22 years?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I know you. I know you. I'm like, yeah, still good.
Mummy's here.
Yeah.
You seem like, okay, so here's my impression of you so far. We're only 14 minutes into this, but you are very social. I would love to have you at our Stitch group. You seem like you're intelligent, you're funny.
Oh, yeah, I'm hilarious. Gosh, why wouldn't you like me?
That is pretty cool. Okay, so what's this thing behind you? It looks like a mandala.
This is I put this here. It normally lives in my kitchen. So it's the Mandala Madness. It was called by Helen Shrimpton. It was a video thing. and it's two, I can't say the word in Danish, sheepies yarn. The
Shepish?
big cakes, sheepies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I made that a couple of years ago, and it's on a big hula hoop. I had to order the hula hoop specially. The lady on the website thought I was absolutely bonkers. She's like, why are you buying a hula hoop? This is for like Olympians, and you want to put crochet on it? Like, you complete weirdo. But it works.
I love it. I love it. You know, they say a true crocheter really displays their work, and you're doing that as well. Like, I love that because,
well,
you know,
Karen has, I don't know if she can get the photos, bless her. She seems to be having real problems. So I cycle as well quite a lot. And I bought myself an e-bike because my poor little knees couldn't cope with cycling anymore.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't want to throw away my other bike. And we had a new internet box put in the front of our house, and it was ugly. It was brown. It was plastic. I was like, dude, I don't want people looking at that. So I got
Okay, keep going.
You'll hear a lot of them. So I got my bike forks and the old bike wheel, and I crocheted this pattern, basically, put it on the bike wheel, tied it on, and stuck it out the front of the house. So every time someone goes past the house, they're like, oh, what is that?
And how's that holding up in the weather?
It seems to be doing okay. I've made a few of them. I've made about 3 or 4 over the past 5 years, I'd say. But I found, top tip, the thing that you get from the shop for spraying to make your shoes waterproof, that works a treat. If you put that on, it's an absolute winner.
Oh my God, that's brilliant. Wow. That's a tip of the year, Maria.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, it makes it last a lot longer.
I always wondered about that because I kind of see them on the back wheels of vehicles here.
Yeah. You'd imagine that they'd get like sun bleached and water damaged. Yeah. But there you go. Top tip for you.
Top tip. I got to watch how quickly I say that. Yeah. So what got you into crochet in the beginning of all of this mess?
I think I started with sewing. That was my first thing that my mum taught me. And my mum wasn't a crocheter or a knitter. She used to knit my dad, God love him, these wonky jumpers on a knitting machine. And he'd go out with like one 5 inches longer than the other. But he didn't care. So she wasn't really into crafts. I think she did it as a frugal thing because it was cheaper to make clothes than it was to buy them at the time. So she taught me I've got 2 sisters, so she taught us all how to do it. My other 2 sisters can barely sew on a button. I seem to have picked it up, so I can sew. And then I kind of got into it. So when we moved into this house, my next door neighbor is a knitter and a crocheter. And she said, oh, I could teach you how to knit and crochet. So I actually learned from her how to knit. And I did that for a couple of years. And I was like, I'm not sure I like this. This is not for me.
Why?
I had to grip onto the needles to stop the stitchings falling off. And it was slow and it took ages to do anything. And then if I didn't like it, I'd pull it all out and redo it. And I was like, I'm not sure that I like this. I'm going to give this up. I'm going to go back to sewing. And then another friend of mine, she said, why don't you learn how to crochet? It's a lot quicker.
Yeah.
And you only got 1 loop on your hook. You don't have to worry about losing stitches. And even if you do, it doesn't matter. You've lost only 1. So I learned to crochet from her. And then I found you. And I think I found you probably about the same time you started making videos. So you did a lot of, so a while ago. So I started you did like a sort of beginner series of how to double crochet, how to single crochet,
Was that with curtsy crochet hooks?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, because they were from the UK.
That was way back. Yeah, I bought a set of those.
Wow. You've been working a long time already. We're getting old together.
Sorry?
We're getting old together.
I know. Look at the grays.
I know. But we're still fabulous, right?
Oh God, amazing, darling.
You should have been part of our little tour that we're starting. Jesus, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, I'd love to. I should have gone to the Scotland one really because it's only, same country.
Yeah, but we haven't booked that yet.
Oh right, okay. I thought you were flying to Scotland.
We are, but it's called the recreational. Karen can talk about that. Sure.
Okay. Reconnaissance.
Yeah,
we're gonna go and we're doing a recce.
Yeah,
see?
I got you.
Yeah, so that we can determine how we would like to tour Scotland and bring that to the crochet crowd and everyone. So,
Okay.
yeah, so it'll be kind of fun because we have some suggestions to go take a look at that was given to us by our travel agent Joanne, and so we know where we're going. We know the hotels we're staying in; those are booked. But
Don't
everything
stay in
else,
Scotland. It's cold. Don't stay in the tent. That's my top tip.
okay, top tip done. We're not.
Yeah.
I don't see Karen camping anytime soon.
No.
Me before you, my friend. I have my princess cot. I'll be okay on that. But anyway, we are going to be in places. So somebody, Michael met.
Oh, she's gone.
He's gone.
Posted on the site about us going there, and somebody messaged about.
Okay, so Karen's cutting out. So we'll keep on going. We'll keep on going.
Yeah.
So people have been from Scotland have been mentioning.
Oh, here we are. Okay. So
okay, she's gone again. So I will boot her off the stage here, and we'll remove her from the stage. Okay. So I guess the whole point of that was to just to see what we want to do. Like Nova Scotia, we know where we wanted to take people, which was off the beaten path, and we want to do the same with Scotland.
Yeah.
It's too easy to jump on an existing tour that is going to take you where everybody else is going to go. So we want to kind of
you want to go the path less followed.
Yeah, because I think honestly that's what makes the journey, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So it's like Lord of the Rings. I can just visualize Karen skipping and says, "I'm going on an adventure."
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. She's back.
You know I'm going to. And you, my friend, I'm going to find a red wig, and you're bringing your tartan, and you are going to brood Jamie Fraser and Lollybrock tomorrow. I'm sorry, that's going to happen. I know you have no idea what I'm talking about, but there are people who are watching who will get a kick out of that. Anyway, sorry about that. I don't know what's going on my end here with tech today, but anyway, I think a new computer.
Colleen is asking a question. It says, do you have to be experienced crocheter to go on the trips? Not really. You just have to like crochet, know how to do it. People talk about it, but it is not about your level of skill. It's about the community connection of the group itself. We just have a commonality together. That's basically all it is.
That's right. So anyway, where I was going with that before I got cut off was if there are some people in the Scotland area that have recommendations, I would love an email, but I don't know if we can arrange something. So if there's something that you think that we should really check out, if there's a mill or something special that's fiber related, send us an email. You can send it to me, karen.crochetcrowd@gmail.com. And that way it'll go to me as opposed to Michael and all of his buried emails. And we can take a look at that. But anyway, okay, side note.
Back to Maria.
Maria.
Back to me, darling.
Yeah. God, you say that so fabulously. Did you crochet your vest there?
Yes. Yeah, I crocheted this. So this is really simple. This is just a square at the front and a square at the back. And then a little bit up the sides and a little bit around the top.
Oh, that's the way Karen likes to design too. Nice and simple. So what kind of yarn is that? Acrylic?
This is from Hobbycraft. This is Women's Institute stuff. It's a 4-ply.
So you guys actually do call it 4-ply over in the UK?
Yeah. So you get 4-ply, double knit, Aran, chunky, super chunky, and I think that's about as high as it goes, unless you go into like arm knitting-y type stuff.
Yeah, because I think we have 0 all the way to 7 here in North America.
Yeah, but we don't do the numbers.
Yeah, because actually I learned to crochet, as you may have known, actually because we're Canadian, so we never had the U.S. terms at all.
Right.
So I had a Canadian book. It's actually from the UK book, and so when I started teaching Maria, it's like, what the hell is that? Like that is a double.
I know. I think the first amigurumi I made, it was enormous. I was like, what the hell? And then I realized that I was doing it in completely the wrong things. And I was like, I had this massive thing with the stuffing falling out of all the gaps. I was like, this does not look right.
I know. And I was like, I don't even understand what's wrong with me, because I'm like, I'm looking through the book. I do not know why this person is bitching. And I'm like, and then finally somebody was really sweet and messaged, goes, I think you're teaching the UK method.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is there a difference? Because I had no idea.
I didn't know either. And I learned from you, but I think you'd obviously swapped at that point, and some other American people. And then there's a lady in the UK called Bella Coco.
Yes.
And she teaches in UK. And then there's another lady called Hooked by Robin, and she's also UK, but she teaches US. And you're like, stop trying to confuse me, people. Just pick a team, stick to it. Don't keep mucking around.
Well, you know, the one thing with me being Canadian, because Canadians have pretty much switched to the US way, but I prefer to call it North American terms instead of just US. Especially,
Okay.
it's more inclusive. But
Yeah.
because I'm Canadian and you are also British, like we have the commonality of the Commonwealth, so we use the metric system. So I sneakily always say the metric first of the hook size to honor my Canadian heritage, and then use the US for second.
Metric is cool, man. Why don't they just do it? It's good. Works in tens. I can work things out in tens. It's fine. Don't give me like 12, 14, 16. Ugh.
I know. But, you know, I used to be a car designer, and, you know, that was kind of a US focus, but it was metric. It was always metric because it's more accurate. First. So, you know, and then sometimes I think one of the companies here, Boy, they have a 5.25 hook, I think they call it. And then a 5.5, and they call it the same one, an I. And I'm like, well, you know, that 0.25 makes a huge difference.
No, that's not the same size.
No, it's not.
Size is everything, man, as you know.
I know exactly where you're going with that, Maria. Jesus, you'd be fun in our group for sure. Yeah. So, okay. So what's in the future for Maria? What does your future look like?
I think more of the same, really. I'm happy where I am. I'm going around doing my groups. And I also crochet. I didn't get to this bit. So I do stuff for the hospital, but there's also a food bank locally that I crochet for. So, and I've started doing, because we get a lot of people from other countries, like war-torn countries, who come here with nothing, you know, literally the shirt on their back.
Yes.
So they come and maybe they get a home or something, but they don't have anything in it. So I make a lot of stuff, but I do it for, like, say, twins or older siblings. So I'll make a little baby blanket, and then I'll make an older size blanket. So they've all got their own thing, and it's all new.
You know, that's great. You know, here in Nova Scotia, Canadians support the refugees as well.
Yeah.
Coming in from the war-torn countries, and I love it. I think it's great. And so the place that my stuff goes is called the Family Resource Center, and it is for refugees, new families, families in need. And so it's circulating the whole gamut of where's the need right at this moment, and it goes to the right family at the right moment. And I love it. I think it's great. Yeah,
no, it's a good idea. I do stuff locally because I kind of think I need to stay, rather than posting stuff out, which I could. I tend to kind of like think, well, if I stay in my local area, there's need in my local area, you know.
Exactly. So I learned that. It took me a while to understand that, but I realized that I don't need to mail my stuff anywhere because the need within my community is there. You know?
Yeah. And I make cat blankets as well for the local cat charities.
So we had actually a really interesting moment, Daniel and I, when we first moved to Nova Scotia. So we were on one of the local beaches, and this family was actually cooking bread. And you could tell that they were not from Canada. You could tell by the language they were not from here. And so they had built a fire and their thing. And Daniel went up and said, "What are you cooking?" And they were doing some kind of, Karen, what's the name of that bread that they do? It's really thin. It's flat.
Is it naan bread?
Is it naan?
Naan bread is the flat one.
Yeah. So, Karen's shaking her head. Yes. So, So anyway, so Daniel says, "What are you cooking?" And then they shared the recipe, and they said, "You need to try some." And this family broke bread with us.
Yeah.
And, we were so moved by that moment that they were refugees coming in and needed somewhere to go.
Yeah.
And, you know, and you realize that when you meet a family like that, it's like the world is sometimes just a horrible place, and it's just for me to have a place to go to is so important. Yeah,
a little bit of sharing and caring is, you know, makes all the difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
So the UK. So I have not been there since I was a kid, and I went there for my last time I ever went there. We went for 3 weeks, and it rained every day, and it was sunny on the final day we flew home.
It knew it was like, right, Mikey's going now. Let's be sunny.
Horrible. It was horrible. It was just horrible. We had to get winter coats because we had
it doesn't rain all the time. It rains more in Scotland.
Oh,
yeah. Sorry.
Great. Karen was being all Scottish this morning, and she goes, "You need to go get your wellies."
Yeah,
and
you
so
do need to go and get your wellies.
I had to go run to the store this morning to get some wellies. So
right, they sell them over there. You'd be fine. They're in every shop.
Yeah. Well, Daniel said the same thing, and I was like, "Well, I don't know." So,
yeah.
But she's got the cutest little yellow pair. She's gonna look like a little duck. So we're gonna follow the mother duck.
You'll be you won't lose her. Put it that way.
No, you would never lose Karen. Honestly, she is the life of the party. She's actually really, really fun to travel with. So, yeah. So, but I promised our agent that I would give her a hard time.
Oh,
yeah.
So you need to try. I was going to say to you, Iron Brew, which is IRNBRU, which is like a fizzy drink that they only sell in Scotland.
What is it?
It's like, I don't know what the equivalent would be. It doesn't taste like anything. It's like, you have Tizer?
I have. I've tried it. Somebody brought
like
it. Yeah. And it's, yeah.
And
but he does need to try it. I think you're absolutely right.
There's a thing called Tablet, which is like a Scottish fudge, but that's, again, only made in Scotland.
Scottish fudge.
And it's called Tablet.
Tablet, like as in pill?
Like as in pill, yeah.
Tablet. Now, do they still call the chips crisps over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always have a hard time with that word.
Yeah, just swap them around. You'll be fine.
Chips and crisps. Yeah. And, you can never beat like fish and chips in the UK.
Oh, no, they're the best, especially by the coast.
I love when you can just take a chip and just wring it out and get that grease out of it.
Yes. Yeah, Scottish food especially is not known for being the most healthy.
Oh my God.
They're a bit of salad dodgers.
So my parents didn't like my grandmother's cooking, so they fish and chipped it for 3 weeks.
Oh.
And honestly, the whole family, we were fish and chips fat by the time we left there after 3 weeks.
They knew you by the first name when you went into the shop. They're like, hey, customer.
Yeah, grandmother was cooking. So anyway, it was quite something. My only nervous thing that I have is driving on the wrong side of the road. That's the only thing that I'm nervous about.
Okay.
But I have my international driver's license, so I'm allowed to drive, but I think I'm going to sit in the passenger seat a lot.
Fair enough. Yeah, be a passenger princess. Why not?
A passenger princess. That needs to be a shirt. I'm writing so many things from your conversation to you. You got some really good one-liners. I love that.
Yeah, I've never driven on the other side of the road, so I've never driven in like the US or is Canada, or like I've only ever driven here or in Ireland, which is all the same side.
Yeah, I'm more worried because from what I remember from the UK is that the roads are really quite narrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, take it easy, and if you can roll your windows down so you can hear the other traffic, you've got at least half a chance of not hitting someone.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Sorry.
We're in trouble.
Okay. I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of video of this.
Yes.
And we don't need the mirrors, honestly.
No. It says A road good, B road bad.
That's actually hilarious. Oh my God. But you know what I did picture? Karen and I on a bike, like the two fat ladies that would cook.
Yes, on a tandem, totally. With a little trailer at the back with your Iron Brew and tablet in it.
That's hilarious. Oh my God. But I could totally see Karen and I do that with goggles. That'd be so fun. But I'd want to be like that pig in that little gift that they have that's out the window.
Oh yeah, with your head hanging out the window.
Yeah,
totally.
Goggles. That'd be kind of fun. Oh yeah, and then and I was okay with thinking about driving on the wrong side of the road or on your side of the road until my friend Bruce mentioned, well, how are you going to navigate a roundabout? I'm like, oh my God, I never even thought of that. So,
everything to the left. Look to your right, drive to the left.
Yeah, to the left. We got to Beyonce this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
To the left.
Yeah.
Sweetie, sit over to the left like right now because she's So I remember as a kid, because my dad is from the UK. So when we went back, he turned into oncoming traffic by accident, and
Oh,
the whole family was screaming.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
You can also get P plates. P plates might help you.
what's that?
So that's like for if you've just passed your test or you're a new driver, you can get P plates. So people are a lot more forgiving if you have those on.
P plates.
Yeah.
And is that short for something? P plate. Karen's probably looking
Just passed. It just means you've just passed.
Oh, okay. A pass plate. Oh my god.
Yeah.
As
You need a
in
P
new
plate.
driver
New
alert.
driver. Yeah, new driver. If I do something ridiculous,
Why
don't
don't
be
we
mean to me.
Just get a caution symbol and stick
Yeah.
it to the back of the car.
Karen, look at the camera and hold still with a scare. Look, this will be like our photograph in the in the side when they take a photograph of people like speeding and stuff. On the wrong side.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh, you'll be fine.
I'm already sweating and I'm not even over there yet.
You won't be sweating in Scotland. Trust me, it's not hot enough for that.
I'm looking forward to the sweater weather.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It's been really ugly hot. We've gone through almost 8 weeks of a drought here in Nova Scotia, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to the cooler weather and to actually get some rain. I'm looking forward to getting wet. Can you imagine?
Oh, plenty of that.
Yeah.
That's Maria's new group. Let's get wet with Maria.
Sounds great. Where do I sign up?
Well, you're ahead of it, so you're
I'm
going to be
ahead of it. I'm the boss.
Wally's optional. That's pretty cool. So it sounds like you crochet a lot of projects then every year.
Yeah. We did a test. So my knit group on a Sunday at the pub, we did a whole year where we weighed everything that we made. Yeah, that was quite a lot. I won a little trophy because I won. Yeah, I made, I think, 85 kilos.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That for Americans that are, because I know what that is.
I don't know. They've got calculators in Google, right?
For Americans, that's 188 pounds of yarn.
Yeah,
That's
it was
huge.
a lot.
That's
It's a
huge.
lot. Like I say, the place in Leicester has this open day. So you buy it in sort of like 5 balls, 5 DK 100-gram balls in a pack for £10.
Yeah.
So that's a lot cheaper than anywhere else.
I am working at how many balls I weigh? 187 pounds in
I don't know. I couldn't count. Somebody said to me, keep the ball bands.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, no. I was too frightened to.
Wow.
Yeah, I've weighed the finished projects. I bought myself one of those little, fishing people when they have the little hook thing.
Yes.
So I used to hook my blankets onto that and weigh them.
That's 3,000 ounces.
Yeah.
7. That's 428 Super Saver balls, everybody. Like, holy shit. That's a
I know.
lot.
It's quite a lot. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No wonder you got a stupid little trophy. You should get a brand new car for that.
I should do, really, shouldn't I?
Or a new bike.
Yeah, new bike.
Oh my god, that is huge. Oh, Sue McVicker says that is 4-ounce balls with 752 skeins.
Oh gosh.
You
That
call
sounds
it balls?
scary like that.
Yeah. Wow.
It was over a year.
Is that yarn being donated to you? Because that's a lot of money.
Well, like I say, because I go to the place in Leicester, it's a lot cheaper. And I also get death yarn from groups as well.
Death yarn?
Oh, is this not a Canadian thing? Death yarn, surely, like,
Please, somebody die. Mommy's running out of yarn.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so a lot of the groups I go to skew older,
Death yarn. That's a new brand. Karen,
Yeah.
take some notes. That's a new brand right there. Mommy's never going to use it. It's going to become her death brand at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Leave it to your children in the will, and they're like, "What do I do with that?" So they take it to their local group, and I end up with it.
That is funny. You are one funny woman.
I hope so. I try
I love
to,
it. I love it. Wow. You're actually making the trip even more exciting now because we're only
Good.
a few hours from now. Well,
You
that's
should be looking forward to it. Don't be frightened. It's fine. You'll be good.
yeah. I Wow, you're really quite inspiring. I'm almost speechless. I'm
Oh,
quite
good.
I'm close. Yeah. So So I don't know where to go from here.
Yeah.
I am just so mesmerized by your commitment to helping others.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I'm having a medical problem, but I was at the hospital yesterday, and I noticed there was a whole bin of these finger puppets where they were
Okay.
taking blood, and they were all knit. And I'm like, some person sat somewhere to knit all these, and it was on the crib, so they're obviously using it for the kids to.
Yeah, for the kiddies.
And it's so important that we participate in charity in some way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I first started, obviously I made stuff for my family and friends, and they were like, "Look, Maria, we love you, but stop. Like, we have enough."
Well, you're pretty much crocheting a dump truck worth of yarn.
Pretty much, yeah. And I think, like, comparatively, I think I'm pretty quick as well. So I think I can produce quite a bit quite quickly.
What's your favorite thing to make then?
Probably blankets.
Yes, me too.
Yeah. And I will make them, but I know you're a bit like one and done, but I will production line them.
Mm-hmm.
And I will do the same thing like 5 times and not have a problem with it at all. So I used to work back when I had a job, before the bad back kicked in. I used to work in catering.
Okay.
So I was a chef. That's what I did for my job.
Mm-hmm.
So I would work a lot in banqueting. So everything would have to be the same. Every plate would be the same.
Mm-hmm.
And I find myself doing that with my crochet. I'm like, oh, it needs to be the same amount of rounds and it needs to look the same as the other one. And it has to look, matching.
Is that part of OCD?
Possibly. We
Yeah.
can possibly mention OCD.
I used to be that way, but then I realized that my ADHD kicks in and I'm like, oh my God, I know what this is going to look like. I know the tension. I know, let's see what else there is. And
I mean, if I miss a stitch 3 rows back, I'm like, nah, you're fine. You can stay. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. You're fine.
Yeah. Like I don't care about that kind of thing. Cause honestly, I'm going to forget that I did it eventually.
Yeah. The other thing I find is, so as I mentioned, go to so many knit groups, and I often have like a different project every week because I've done it. And people say to me, oh, how did you get on with that blanket last week? And I'm like, what blanket? What was I making? I can't remember. It's gone. Once I've done it, it's gone. It's out of my head, or it's in my bag in my living room, ready to go out the door. And I've forgotten that I've even done it.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're putting idle time to good time, really.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I got signed off work. Well, I ended up having to leave work a couple of years, well, probably 3 years ago now, because I ended up with 2 slip discs. So my L1 and L2, which is like right at the very base of your spine, I ended up almost ending up in a wheelchair. It was that kind of level of slip discness.
Wow.
And that was from like years of standing on cold floors and working in the school. I was putting out, I don't know whether you've been to schools, they have like the big folding tables, which is like, I don't know, 35 kilos each table. And I was putting out 10 of them and putting them back again every single day for about 2 years and ended up with a bad back.
Wow.
So yeah, ended up leaving that job there were other things which I won't get into because, it's not fun.
No.
And then went and worked in a bike shop for 6 months, which I loved. That was fantastic. Because, I'm a normal looking cyclist. I think people, when they go into bike shops, get a bit scared of people. But if you see someone with this face, you're like, cool, we can do that. You can buy a bike from her.
If this face can get on a bike.
Exactly. If this face can get on a bike, you're all good.
Give me your credit card and we'll get
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow. You're really quite funny. Now, my assistant, Wendy, that works with me, she says, thanks for taking a chance to join us today. And you are what she needed in her life today. And I think it's to see your humor and your outlook and your creativity and your just nature of being a human. I'm just as inspired as she is, I think.
Oh, bless you. That's very sweet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm always glass half full. I'm like, why be miserable?
Well, it's easy to be miserable, especially in today's economy and whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. La, 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 la.
Yeah, but one thing that I did remember as a child is that I have a really big family in the UK. I don't know who anybody is though, because
dude, I've got like a million relations. I'm from an Irish background.
Yeah, so I don't know who anybody is, but I remember that everybody in the entire family was struggling. financially. It just is a really living in the UK is a really tough go.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Is that still true?
Yeah. It's not where I am is not as expensive as London, but it's still expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when I worked in London, you got a thing called London waiting, which was like a sort of top up to your wages, because you were obviously living and working in London. The cost of living was so much higher than it was outside of London, whereas you don't get that outside of sort of the M25 area.
Mm-hmm.
M25 is a motorway.
Wow.
Yeah.
The same thing that's happening here in Canada. If you live in a city, chances are your income is reflective of living in the city, because you can't afford the same income here in Nova Scotia would not be this livable in another part of Canada.
Right. Okay. Yeah. See, I live in a city, so it's not the biggest city in the Midlands, but it's not far off. I think it's like the 13th biggest city in the UK. Mm-hmm. So it's still big enough, but it's not too bad. But I mean, luckily I've got other incomes. My husband works and does a really good job.
Somebody's got to afford that yarn budget that you're
exactly. I mean, he does steam railways. So I'm like, whatever you spend on steam railways, I can spend on yarn. So I'm good.
You have got him all whipped into shape.
I've got him covered. Don't you worry.
There's always a shirt to cover the beat marks.
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh my God, you're so funny. So I am fascinated by steam railroads. So is it the miniature?
Yeah, he does the model railways. Yeah.
Wow.
So he's done that for our son when he was younger. Got really into steam railways, and we had a birthday party at this place, and then they just drew him in. They were like, "You are my people. Come and work on a model railway," and he's been there ever since, and he loves it.
I like the miniature element to that, but I used to collect trains and stuff as a kid. It was a very expensive hobby. But when we went to the UK,
that's why my yarn budget is huge.
Oh, for sure. And we ended up getting a train set. I want to say it was the Intercontinental, but I don't remember. It was really sleek in the 80s. And I was so proud of this train set that we had bought in England. But my dad said it was so bloody expensive, but it was one of my favorite things ever. Because these
ride-ons, they take passengers.
Mm-hmm.
So there's if this is in inches, so your American friends will be fine. So it's 7 1/4 inches and 5 inches, and you can get, I think, 12 passengers on, and they take them for a little ride round. And they have a Santa special, so at Santa they come and give out presents and stuff. It's really cool. And then in Halloween we put little tea lights all around the track and make it little spooky season. It's quite fun.
Mm-hmm.
They love it. And he's got into diamond painting as well. Talking about crafts,
he's into what? Sorry.
Diamond painting, diamond art, diamond painting. Yeah, he really loves it. It's not my thing.
Don't get Karen's diamond art. She can't even finish.
Don't you poo someone else's joy or whatever it is we said earlier.
You gotta get it. You gotta get it done, Karen.
Okay.
I didn't do it. I gave it to him and he finished it. It was all good.
Yeah, okay. I don't have the dexterity. My hands. I'm losing feeling in my hands. I don't have the dexterity to move.
He's got a pen with like a suction on it, and so it sort of lifts it for you.
Yeah,
so he's got one of those, but it's still holding it, isn't it? It's holding that fine. It's that fine motor skill thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and that's why I'm struggling with my miniature. So I packed away my miniature stuff because I was only doing it for a year because I'm struggling and I can't find tools to help me hold stuff. So my scissors I upgraded, so I can squeeze, but I can't put my hands inside of
the spaces on the scissor holes. Yeah
I have a hard time doing it, but I can grab it and push, but I can't. I have the issue that I can't go inside of it.
Have you tried little hot Wheaties on your hands?
What?
So they're like little sachet gloves. They're called Wheaties. I don't know what they are. They're like little hot pads. You put them in the microwave and you kind of slide your hand in them like an oven glove.
Mm-hmm.
And it is meant to sort of heal your hands a little bit. It's got lavender and sort of like oats inside it.
Oh, Daniel has that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't tried that. I would just
might be worth a shot.
It might be. It's been progressive for me. So so anyway, so there's a lot of issues that I'm having with that. But I can crochet just fine. But I'm struggling in the beginning of the tutorials of holding on to the project until I get something more.
Until you got enough to catch hold of.
Yeah. So I'm admitting two things. I'm struggling to put my fingers in holes as far as scissors.
Oh, that's a big problem.
Behave.
Nobody needs that.
The other one is I'm
struggling. You need to put your fingers up holes. That's a good thing to do.
And I'm struggling to hold on to small things.
Oh,
Yeah, I need something more substantial to grab onto.
right.
Yeah.
You need bigger holes.
Bigger holes or bigger things to hold on to. So eventually I think that'll get solved. I'm going through medical issues with that. So
Yeah.
So
But don't push yourself. Be kind to yourself.
It's
And
frustrating.
when people email you stupid shit that they email you, just tell them to go and Google it.
Maybe I'll just send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me. I'll tell them to fuck off. Just go and Google it.
In the nicest way ever. Have
In
a
the
great
nicest
year.
way. Jog on, mate. Google it.
Oh God. You know what?
Some of the things that I've seen that people ask you, I'm like, you're on a computer. The answer is right there in front of you. Like, come on.
Don't be, I will say this to my assistant. When I can tell my assistant is probably just pissing herself laughing at home. Just like, you know, exactly what you just said is what she would want to say to people.
Yeah.
You know, because I remember that we had to go to the damn library to learn something, and it's
exactly
right here.
You have to go through the Dewey Decimal System to learn something that stays in your head.
Yeah. So, oh my God. So to Wendy, my assistant, you're not allowed to answer like she does. Just so you know.
Oh, do it, Wendy. Do it. Just for fun.
Don't test your steps. I'll tell you. That is so funny. Actually, Wendy is one of the funniest women I know. She is hilarious. So yeah.
Yeah. You used to do this thing called a Crochet It Asks, and it was like the most ridiculous shizzle that somebody would come up with, and it would be like, you have Google, you have YouTube, Mikey. Like, as much as I love you, Mikey, you're not the only crocheter in the world.
Exactly.
There are other people.
I know. And you know what? This is the thing, is that I believe, and I tell everybody this, and I've said it a million times on this podcast, I'm sure, is that there is room for everybody to be a teacher in some way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've taught people and it's fine. But I also don't get hung up on everything having to be perfect.
Oh, me either, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, you can make the most wonky, wavy, you know, triangle, whatever shaped scarf. And it's like, yeah, that looks amazing. Fabulous. Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and your next project is going to be even better.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? I had to write an article for a magazine. It's like, what makes you a Stitch Pro? And I'm like, I don't think anything makes you a Stitch Pro. I think it's basically every time you learn a new project, you know, the next project, you take what you learned here and you apply it to your next thing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I also quite like to sort of take a little bit from one project, a little bit from another project, put them all together, and you got a whole new thing.
Exactly. And that's why I like my the study of series, because that's exactly what that is.
Yeah, I have some beautiful photos, but Karen and her computer.
Oh, she's
not going to happen.
Mamma mia.
I know. Yeah, I know. I've seen so many photos.
Yeah. So so I think it's important that's the neat thing about the study of series. If you've been following me, what I'm about to show you is something we probably already have done, but we've approached it in a different way. So it doesn't make the whole journey feel like a nightmare. No,
it's not hard. It's not like you were going to really struggle with it. You might have to concentrate a little bit, but once you've got it in your head, you got it in your head and it's all good.
Maria, you might have to shut up and stitch.
Exactly. Shut up, dude. You're fine.
We've learned with our local group, you don't bring anything to the group that you actually are serious about.
Oh, no. Because you end up with less than you came with because you have to figure it all out.
Oh, my God. We laugh in our group to the point where you can hear us all the way across for wherever we're sitting. And people are like, what's going on? You honestly do not want to
know. Yeah.
But that's what makes it fun. And it's like our events that we're going to do in Scotland there. It's about the community connection. It's not necessarily about the crochet itself, but it brings us together, but it's not the be all to end all. Right?
Oh, no. There are other things. You know, you're not just a one trick pony. There's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, on our Sunday group, which is in the pub, shall I add, that serves alcohol. You know, your stitches get a bit interesting if you kind of partake of the beverages a little bit too much.
Well, most of my group doesn't drink.
Oh, don't they?
Yeah. They can't sit with us, Maria.
Oh, no, they're not the cool gang.
We prefer crocheters that love booze.
Oh, yeah, totally.
A new group that we could do, Karen, here locally. Booze and
have you got pubs? I'm sure you have.
Yeah, we
Oh,
do.
yeah.
We have
Yeah.
I would go to that group. No, just
Yeah.
We
no,
have- You know what? We actually have a pub that Daniel and I do go to. It's called the Spitfire. It's a British pub. And
Okay.
we go quite frequently. They know our menu order off by heart because we go too often. But I like it. It's comfort food. It's the beer. It's the whatever pub food there, Guinness and something. And I just think it's great. I like that environment. So that's what I'm actually looking forward to that the most, of a Scottish pub.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have some fun times. Yes.
Yeah. You'll love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah. So I think it's gonna be pretty fun for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody
You'll have a
just said
fabulous time.
Jane Smith is saying we got to sip and stitch. It's more like guzzle. No, it's more like guzzle and hook.
Oh yeah, totally. Just don't get your crochet in your beer.
Oh my gosh.
You have made my day extra fabulous. You got me excited about coming to the UK later.
Good.
I
have a lovely time.
Yeah, and I am sure that the people here on the broadcast have just absolutely give her some hearts today. She has been a phenomenal guest with us today.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. And it's what a wonderful way to start this whole adventure for us too. And yeah, and I hope too, Maria, you being on and joining us here with Loose Ends might encourage some other people from the UK to do that.
Why don't you recruit and we'll do a pub night with you guys?
Oh man, you'd be there. Yeah, totally. Come to the pub here.
So let's make that happen. Let's get some girlfriends together and let's see if
I've got my own gang. Just join us.
Yeah, but we can do it on the broadcast. Okay.
I thought you were coming to the pub.
Well, we will in the future.
Okay.
But in the meantime, if you gather some gals or boys or gals or thems together, it might be fun to have a group session with the group of you.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
I think it would be fabulous.
Yeah.
Probably won't understand a damn word when she gets all the time.
That was the thing. I was like, are they going to actually understand what I'm saying, or is it just going to be like, what on earth?
You adjust pretty quickly. Like,
okay.
When we first started talking, I'm like, yeah. But I'm sure I'm going to come back with a twang after a week.
Maybe, yeah. You'll be going, oh, hi, Billy.
Probably not. Maria, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you've made my... Actually, I agree with Wendy. You've come at the right point in my life, and I have been just motivated by what your words were today.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maria.
That's okay.
All right. So I guess we're not going to have Loose Ends next week because, well, I think it'll be a little too tricky for us with the whole, being in the UK thing. But the following week, we are planning that. And please, please, please let us know if you'd like to chat with Mikey on Loose Ends because we're always looking to speak to you. So thanks so much.
Just one last thing is that Wendy's mentioning to Gordon about being a gluck and taking some big drinks to hook. He's more like a bagged wine queen, just so you know.
Box
wine queen.
Whatever floats your boat.
So good.
Whatever floats his box, really. So, Maria, thank you so much for joining us. Are you going to end us tonight?
We're going to end you.
Okay, you do it.
Going to end scene.
No,
you need to do that louder. Come on.
End scene.